Ukraine is bracing itself for the possibility of heightened Russian aggression after US officials warned of attacks on civilian infrastructure and government buildings. Tomorrow is Ukraine's Independence Day and also 6 months since the Russian invasion. More now from our defence correspondent Jonathan Beale, who's reported himself from the front line in Ukraine. Jonathan.
Thanks, Michelle. 6 months ago today, Russia was within hours of launching its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. It started in the early hours of February the 24th. This map is a reminder of what Ukraine looked like before the invasion. Russia already occupied Crimea and separatists controlled parts of the east. Russian forces then attacked from multiple directions, from the north, the east and the south. Western intelligence said Russia expected to surround the capital, Kyiv, within a matter of days. But its advance soon stalled with fierce Ukrainian resistance. And by April, Russia was retreating from the north to refocus its offensive in the east. But even there, it's been slow progress. It wasn't until early July that Russia managed to capture the entire Luhansk region, Ukraine still holding on to parts of neighbouring Donetsk. In the south, Russia has captured the cities of Kherson and Mariupol, but Ukraine's been preparing for a counter-offensive. 6 months on, this is the limit of Russia's advances. One senior Western military chief told me the one certainty so far is Russia's so-called special military operation has not gone according to plan.
Their command and control has been poor, their logistics has been poor, they've suffered from political interference into the conduct of both their strategic operation, but also even down to the tactical level. We've seen a lack of trust between the military and the political class. All of those things we knew, but I'm surprised that they've had all of them at the same time.
The invasion's become a slow, grinding war of attrition, at times resembling scenes from the First World War, with Ukraine's forces dug in and Russia using its artillery to try to break through those defences. The effect, there have been heavy casualties, with estimates that tens of thousands of troops on both sides have been killed or injured. Ukrainian cities too have been reduced to rubble. This is Mariupol. One dynamic which has changed, though, is the supply of Western weapons to Ukraine. At first it was small, like these portable anti-tank missiles. More recently, it's been heavy weaponry, like these US-supplied HIMARS rockets used to hit Russian supply lines from a distance. But is it enough to tip the balance of the war in Ukraine's favour?
I expect this to be a long conflict, and I don't think that there'll be decisive action taken this year on either side. So whilst there will be counterattacks and counteroffensives, and one hopes that the Ukrainians will be successful in their objectives, I don't believe it's something which in this calendar year is going to be decisive in the outcome of the war.
The more immediate concern is what President Putin does next. Tomorrow marks not just 6 months of the war, it's also Ukraine's Independence Day. The US has already advised its citizens to leave. It's expecting Russia to launch more attacks in the coming days.